Namaste and greetings, my beautiful souls. This is a very important lesson which we are going to do right now. Whether you do cards professionally or you do it for yourself and your family and friends, or you like to watch videos. This is the video where I'm gonna show you 12 cards of infidelity and explain you a little bit why. When you are asking a question, is there infidelity? Is it there? Is this man unfaithful to me? One card is enough if you see one of those, or you can add maximum, you need maximum 3 cards as the answer to this question. Maximum 3, but one is enough. I will show you one card which shows infidelity, but especially if you see one of these cards with the cards of females like queens. Does he have another woman? You will see one of those, and a queen of wands, queen of cups, queen of swords. You see a queen there? Yes, there will be. So let us start. 12 cards of infidelity. Of course, number 1, you see, I'm using the Grand Lux. Number 1, of course, 10 of swords. In this card, Ciro Marchetti did not put all the tragedy of this card, because you see that swords are hanging over this man, but in classical deck you will see person lying on his stomach with 10 swords in his back. So it's a betrayal. It's a very bad betrayal when you don't expect that. So it's a very deep wound. It's a disappointment. It's broken, destroyed heart. So being honest with you, recovering such situation would be very hard. But I'm not going to give you a whole lecture about each card, because you know the lessons I already explained you each cards. So number 1 card, number 1, 10 of swords, and card number 2 would be Tower. Card of 2, or number 2, is there infidelity, both in upright and reversed position. It would be a card of infidelity. It means that your man does have someone there, and actually it might last for some time. And if you notice that he comes late and you argue and he is irritated and there are lots of conflicts, and you are being bitter and disappointed, and you're asking a question, you take a deck, or it's your friend asking question, is there infidelity? You see Tower, that would be a card of infidelity. So number 2 card of infidelity is Tower. Number 3 card of infidelity would be, as I said, especially if you do more than one card, if you see next to it any queen or high priestess, or those cards together you see here, usually it will be infidelity in upright position next to queen or high priestess. But by itself, this is a card of infidelity when you have the 3 of cups in reversed position. You unfortunately have your partner, your husband, whoever it is, extremely narcissistic and egocentric, and he doesn't really care if you even find out, because he wants to have fun, and he goes and he has fun. And Another very negative aspect of the three of cups in reversed position, that it might be, not necessarily it is true, but it might be someone you know, like this classical story when it's your best friend sleeping with your husband. Next, uh, eight of cups, especially again together with any queens. Yes, you see, well, in some decks there is a lady, woman walking away. Here we see a man. It's, I would say, rather seldom when we see Eight of Cups in card as a card of infidelity, but it can be because this man, especially if you see a man depicted on the card, means he's disappointed in the given situation. He's bored, he wants to have some new excitement, so he is running away from the situation of, usually he can be married, he's married, and he running, and he has fun somewhere out there, but at the same time, because all the cups are keep standing, usually it's a man who has no intentions to really leave, if it's a marriage, this marriage, but he's gonna go once in a while, have fun on the side, and come back. Of course, it's up to a woman if she wants to put up with it. But when you get the Eight of Cups, I would clarify, of course, if it's together with the devil or together with the moon, of course, that would be a big sign. Now, next, we would have a reversed Knight of Cups. The thing is that Knight of Cups in reversed position, unfortunately not a faithful man. He is flirting, he is cheating on a regular basis. Probably not often, probably not every day, but once in a while he does. So he might do it a couple times a year, but reversed, usually when he goes somewhere with friends and some alcohol involved there. And he, yes, there is, I mean, if you're asking is there infidelity, you get reversed Knight of Cups, yes, there would be infidelity here. Of course, Seven of Swords, even if you just have one of this card, this, you don't need no additional cards at all. It's a 1,000,000% yes. This is a pathological liar and pathological cheat. And even if you are going to find him naked in bed with a woman, he's going to convince you that this woman is a masseuse, and this is how she was prescribed by a doctor to provide massage to him, and like this bad, he is this bad. If you are dealing with Seven of Swords, you already saw a video about Seven of Swords. If you're dealing with Seven of Swords, you need to run as fast as you can, because this is one of the worst cards. So, but we are asking about infidelity. Yes, it will be infidelity. Next card here will be High Priestess. This is why I said many times that High Priestess, the meaning of High Priestess in love readings can mean either a very positive thing or a very negative thing. High Priestess, in the question, does he have a lover? Is he cheating on me? Both in upright position, but especially reversed position, would mean a secret woman. And what is a problem here, that High Priestess is a woman he is emotionally involved. If this one He's cheating on regular basis. He doesn't give a damn about women he sleeps with. It's a pathological liar and pathological cheat. With High Priestess, upright, especially position, it's his secret love. So she is yes, it's a secret romance which might be already lasting for some time. You need to see the cards next to it. But in upright position, he is really deeply involved emotionally, not just physically there. But sometimes in upright position, you need to add cards to see a couple more cards to see these details. But in reversed position, they are already, in physical, I mean, they are sleeping with each other. But in upright position, sometimes in some situations, that's why you need to clarify, it might be that they are not sleeping yet together, but he is deeply in love, because sometimes she can be platonic. But usually it's platonic if you are having different spreads and questions. To the question specifically, does he have another woman in his life, it would say yes. So you need to see one, two more cards. Is he really physically involved? But usually it's a yes in reversed position, and it's a yes if this card is next to Devil, this card is next to Ace of Wands, this card is next to Moon, this card is next to Knight of Wands. So this is a card of infidelity. High Priestess is the card of infidelity. Next one, of course, Three of Wands. Three of Wands, Three of Swords. And you know how in classical deck you will see heart, which is pierced with three swords. That is, of course, positive answer, and especially would be tragic for the one who is asking, or your client. Would be the same as this. Betrayal, extremely painful, extremely unexpected, extremely brutal. It's hard to recover such betrayal, but at the same time you see both of this card meaning the end of this horrific situation. Because being honest with you, it's always very painful when a woman finds out about infidelity, but at the same time it was in my practice a real case in my work when for 5 or 6 years her best friend, which they went to kindergarten together, they've been together through their entire life, she slept with her husband. And this was brutal to find out, but at the same time it finally ended this situation when she was being kept as a fool by both of them. And she found the strength to move on, and she actually later on built new life and remarried a wonderful man. But both of this are, yes, both of this are infidelity, but very painful. But at the same time it means that it's finally, you get the bitter truth, but you're not going to be taken as a fool anymore. Of course, not even a question when we are dealing with with the devil himself. Here you don't even need any additional cards. Is there infidelity, whether it's in upright position or in a reversed position? It's a yes. And you can, if you see this, if you see devil paired with any of these cards, if you pair devil, also if you will see devil paired with any queens, or of course with High Priestess, whether in, if you see a devil with High Priestess in upright position, yes, they already have it all, especially in reversed position. But Devil, either just by himself, of course, would mean not just yes, but would mean uh, you're dealing with extremely bad person, and you are most possibly in codependency and in adrenaline dependency, codependency, Stockholm syndrome. You are dealing with a beast. And if you hope to soften him, if you hope to change the situation somehow, or you hope that he will change, no, this, just like with the Seven of Swords, as soon as you run, the sooner you run, the better. So Devil, of course, would be positive. Next positive answer would be Two of Pentacles, both in upright and reversed position. Again, especially with this guy, but as I already told you a second ago, uh, Devil with any of those 12 cards I am having here would be positive answer. But also Two of Pentacles, just it's not as brutal and as bad as Seven of Swords, but it's a player. It's a player. He is playing with you, he's playing with someone else, and he's not serious neither about you nor about her. But if this happens to be your husband, then I can tell you, I don't know if it's a good news or not, if you have a client and it happens to be her husband. If it's her husband, he will not leave a family, he will just keep on playing with other women whenever he feels like it. Next would be Knight of Wands in upright and in reversed position. And I forgot, actually, both Knight of Wands and Page of Wands, but Page of Wands not as much, because Page of Wands usually just a spark which is not being acted upon in most of cases. Here, the Knight of Wands is the uh, unfaithful dude in both upright and, because you see, the Knight of Wands has a nickname, the lover of one night, and they become unfortunately bored very, very soon, and they like to have this new things, new impressions, fun here and there. So unfortunately, they are not serious. They don't have very strong moral principles. So he loves these little affairs. He loves this little intriguing, short, fast relationship. He is not responsible. He is not deep. He is here today. He is there tomorrow, and in reversed position and in upright position as well. So unfortunately, that's another card of infidelity. And of course, the next one, the Moon, in both position, in upright and in reversed position. I could not imagine, being honest with you, more negative card in love and relationship than the Moon. But if in upright position, it can be very well hidden, and you might suspect but might not be sure. Usually in reversed Moon, this comes out. The truth comes out. But at the same time, even when it's in upright, whenever you see the moon in upright or reversed position, you have to be as careful, or tell your, I would say, like the three cards which we have here are brutally serious. Whenever you see Seven of Swords, you see a devil or the moon in upright or reversed, this is a serious warning. Don't play with the devil. But what comes to the moon, this card is very serious because a woman is obsessed. A woman is in real denial. So even if you tell her a million times that he is unfaithful, he is insincere, he is playing, he is cheating, the woman can be denying to see the truth. The woman can be not willing to see that. It's obsession, addiction, and obsession. And unfortunately, a moon can show a situation where it can last for years. Can last for years, even though, see, the moon has a certain magnetism to it. It's magnetic. It's terrifying. But this woman can feel severely lonely, depressed, very unhappy, so much pain inside that she's ready to howl like a wolf. Really, really negative card. And still, I'm scared, I'm terrified, I am unhappy, I don't feel any desire to live, I lost the taste of life, I am afraid of everything, I suspect, I know something is wrong. But at the same time, they stay, and it can last for years. She can cry, she can curse, she can, but stay. So it's a really emotionally unstable situation, and it can be a serious problem. So if you see it in upright and reversed position, yes, of course it's card of infidelity, but it's also a card of serious problems there with this relationship, as well as with the devil, as well as with the Seven of Swords. It's when a woman being used many ways, gaslighting, abuse, emotional and psychological manipulation, up to the point when she no longer even knows what is real, what she should believe or not. It's dangerous. So you need to warn her about it. But as I already said, your job is to warn. What they decide to do with it is up to them. But this video, I wanted to show you the cards of infidelity, and this is what I have done. I hope it was good, useful, and faithful, and good and useful for you. And we will continue learning more. And we now have Pentacles to learn, and we will start with Ace of Pentacles next time. Namaste.